Hello everyone, you are with Sagar Wagh to study structural design patterns. I am going to take you through facade pattern today. We are going to learn what is facade pattern, why to use it, when to use it, and how to use it. So let's start. Why is it called a structural design pattern? Because it hides the complex structure and provides a simple usage pattern to the consumer. We are going to see it technically, so stay with me till the end of this video. Every design pattern is meant to solve a problem. So which problem does the facade pattern solve? Let's take a look at it. Let's assume or rather believe that you have decided to become a rich person and now you want to invest in multiple areas like stocks, gold, and bonds. Let's try to analyze this programmatically. For that, we are going to create a class stock. This class will expose a method invest that accepts stock ID and the amount to be invested. Now from the consumption point of view, the consumer is going to have the stock name. So for example, hey, I want to invest in Amazon stocks. But the consumer will get confused. I don't have stock ID. From where should I get the stock ID? After reading the online material here and there, asking different set of people, consumer will finally realize that there is a mapper that can give stock ID based on stock name. Once the stock ID is collected, consumer will now try to utilize the stock object by invoking invest method. This looks okay because there is just a mapper that has to be consumed. Now let's take another example where now we have to create a gold entity that exposes a similar method but the name is different, purchase, which accepts purity of the gold and the money. But hey, what is the purity? What value should I pass to this purity? Confusion, confusion, confusion. Now again, after reading online materials, asking different set of people, consumer will realize that a purity can have either of 24 karat or 23 karat value, and I should pass one of them based on my need. One problem solved. But hey, what is this second parameter? Money? Now I have additional overhead to create the instance of money as well. Okay, let me see the documentation again. The consumer again goes through the documentation and learns how to create the instance of money so that the purchase method can be invoked. Now once purity and money are properly initialized, consumer can create the instance of gold so as to consume purchase method with the appropriate values of purity and money. Consumer is not going to like this. And imagine we have government bonds, we can have mutual funds, we can have n number of investment options. And every time consumer wants to consume one of these options, the headache, the overhead to understand the complexity of each and every entity, understanding how to consume each and every entity, and remembering the point of contacts to access different set of operations on these entities. This is going to be a lot of trouble for the consumers. So here comes the facade pattern. Facade pattern provides the layer that acts as a helper or an agent or a manager. Facade layer asks you simple questions to understand your need and then executes the operations accordingly and let you enjoy your relaxing time. Let's try to create the facade for our current example. We are going to name it Money Manager. The first method the facade will expose will be buy stock. This accepts name and amount. Now notice the buy stock is clearly a friendly name for the consumer. And also, instead of accepting stock ID, it is just accepting the name of the stock, making the life of consumer easy. Inside buy stock, it will take care of resolving stock name into stock ID and then invoke invest method of the stock. Similarly, it will also expose another method buy gold, again a friendly name. This method will accept the purity and the amount. Now notice that instead of accepting a string value of purity, this method will expose an enum. And instead of asking the money instance, it will just simply ask the exact amount to be invested. This method will take care of converting enum value of purity into string value and the decimal amount into the instance of money. Once both these values have been initialized, this method will now try to create the instance of gold and invoke purchase method on it. Now let's see how easy it becomes for a consumer to consume different investment options. Now instead of creating gold entity, stock entity, or any other future investment entity, consumer has to create a single point of contact, that is Money Manager. And for investing into different options, consumer has to call the user-friendly methods exposed by Money Manager. Now look at the way consumer is trying to invoke these methods. Consumer is aware of only those things which consumer understands. No additional overhead, no additional complexity. Everything is hidden by Money Manager. And this is really helpful, isn't it? Now let's try to understand facade pattern with the help of block diagrams, where consumer wants to consume different set of products and each product carries its own overhead and the complexity to consume it in a right way. Now the facade pattern here acts as a helper that reduces or hides the complexity of every product for the consumer and creates a single point of contact so that consumer can consume different products without worrying what their complexity is. I think we are doing good. Let's take a moment to note down all the advantages of the facade pattern. First one, facade pattern forms the single point of contact for the operations under same category. Second, the complexity gets removed so that consumer doesn't have to be aware about how exactly an entity has to be consumed. And the third, usability pattern becomes so simple that it not only reduces the overhead of consumer but also improves the readability. Also note the other examples where facade pattern can be useful. First example, the waiter facade, which simplifies multiple things for you so that you can query, order, and pay with the single point of contact. Second example could be of Order Facade, who manages customer, billing, and delivery. And the third example could be of Database Facade, that provides the simplified methods which internally hides the complex joins on the tables. You must be wondering, when should I use facade pattern? Well, for that you have to answer these questions. First, does the consumer has to interact with multiple entities where the entities are complex or hard to use? And second, do you have existing complex entity which you don't want to refactor but still wants to expose to a certain set of consumers? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, you should use facade pattern. Well, that's it. I hope this was helpful. And now you understand the facade pattern. And as I always say, this is just a starter video. This is not going to make you perfect in design patterns. So keep reading more about this online. Try to get more hands-on experience on facade pattern. Try to get in-depth knowledge of facade pattern. I will try to bring more complex concepts and present them in as simple way as possible. Hope this Optimus Growth channel helps you to grow and let you grow others. Please subscribe for upcoming videos and do share all of them with your friends. Thank you. Thank you so much.